I mean $1,005.97 in the month of April. I'm gonna be explaining where every dollar came from, what worked, what didn't really work, and why I think I could do better. So first, outside of music, I'm a video editor, and I've talked about this in the last video of my monthly breakdown. If you guys didn't see that, go check that out. My normal clients that I would do for video editing is taking a little bit of a break, and we're working on a really big project behind the scenes. It was taking a little bit more time because there wasn't much more content for me to work on. That's why instead of my usual higher number, it has reduced drastically down to like $96. And then also on the side of editing videos, I'm also a thumbnail designer, and I've gotten pretty much almost the same exact amount as I do with video editing. This does not go with the video editor, the same client. These are actually different clients that I do specific thumbnail work. The thing is, YouTubers and thumbnails, especially at a smaller size, you know, it's kind of off and on. So I think I could outreach to more YouTubers and get more money like that. But at the moment, I'm just trying to focus more on music. Then we have one of my most interesting part of this month has to be graphic design. If you guys don't know, there's going to be a prod tape by Prod Gavin hosted by Some Audio. This is not a promo. It's not a promo. The prod tape is actually called ADHD, and this is like the cover. I did not make the cover. Shout out to Hunter Garden. Bro literally made the cover for Slayer and a whole bunch of other artists as well. So whenever I found out that Prod Gavin needed a graphic designer, I was like, might as well shoot my shot. You feel me? And I didn't even know I was gonna be working on this. We talked about it. I was like, you know what? He sent me the files before I was even able to get the price. I was like, you know what? First time working with him. You know, $25 is what I charged them. That is not what I would normally charge for these type of work, but I didn't want to scare bro away. I was like, this is an opportunity to hopefully get my name out a little bit, and you know, to be associated with such an amazing project. Here's my redesign of that cover. It's just for the track list. I do a little bit of editing, a little bit more drawing. So yeah, $25 just from graphic design. I do wish I could do more. It requires a lot of outreach. Unless if I were to do more artwork on my own page, then maybe I could get more clients coming into me. A massive pause. That's a big pause right there. Yeah, no, it could have been higher, but I'm pretty happy, you know, with at least being associated with such a project like this. Then the big pot, the literally that pretty much saved me for making sure that I don't go under 1K a month, is literally one-on-one mentorships. Here, as you guys can tell, I record all my one-on-one mentorships. I was able to get 500 total for the month of April. And then also, let's not forget my digital products, aka, you know, my studio presets, templates, and whatnot. I'm saying $300, but it's actually $294.97. Because all that, my total earning ended up being $1,597. Now, this is a lot lower compared to my $1,575 month of March, but the main thing that really tanked it was video editing. Video editing was also a big part of my earnings, since, you know, that's what I worked behind the scenes. I worked quickly in making sure that these YouTubers are growing, having good videos, edits, and whatnot. But my main client that I do with that, take a little bit of break. So I feel like I could have definitely done a little bit more better. As of right now, the main thing that I'm really heavily relying on is the digital products. I mean, everything really. The only thing that didn't have like a big sustainable was like the graphic design, because normally, like I said, thumbnail designs would be higher, video editing would be higher. They would literally be around the same equally, you know, like 500 selling digital products, 500 with mentorships, 500 with, you know, editing videos. That's like 1.5K. Obviously, you get like, you know, little outliers here and there of like maybe presets or something like that. And this month, I'm surprised that I'll be honest, I'm surprised that I still was able to reach $1,000. So for this month of May, I think I'm gonna try to do more of like different methods. I'm not gonna say my ideas yet until I actually try them out and actually get earnings, because I don't want to give you guys ideas that is not, you know, I wouldn't recommend, because I know you guys are like music artists or you guys make music, so I don't want to give you guys something that is completely outside or like something that I think that you guys cannot really do, right? And if I can't get success out of it, why would I recommend somebody else to do it? You feel me? I'm gonna try to work more on uploading more YouTube videos, because I know with the YouTube videos I'm able to get working towards monetization for the YouTube channel, and I'll be able to sell more presets. I do want to upload more TikToks and Instagram. I am trying to upload more music as well, because on music, I haven't talked about my revenue on that. That might be like a separate video, or I might try to include it once I reach like a certain milestone. But as of right now, music stream income is literally less than $100. So that's not looking too good. And that's not even like in the span of months. That's like in the span of months, right? So if it's less than $100 in the span of multiple months, music stream alone is not the method unless I upload more music and I figure out good ways to promote music, which I talked about that in the past. In another video, I just gotta implement that, you feel me? But it's kind of hard to do that when I'm all over the place and doing multiple things at the same time. You know, I'm trying to figure out the channel, what's the vibe I'm trying to go for. I think I kind of messed up the algorithm a little bit. You guys let me know if I'm messing it up or you guys enjoying, you know, these little pieces of me, I guess I was explaining, you know, because I know my channel is mainly about vocal presets, and when I drop like these commentary income videos, the algorithm doesn't know what to do about it. But you know, I feel like most of y'all just not tapped in yet though, because how wouldn't y'all want to make money out of music? I think I already talked about that in the past, so I might try to do more preset videos on TikTok, just overall being just more consistent with content, because at the end of the day, I feel like that is where, but it's almost like a funnel if I can draw, and there's like multiple categories, and I would say up here is like YouTube, TikTok, IG, because that's where I get like people knowing what I do. It's like, how am I able to, you know, say, hey guys, one of my mentorship, what the heck am I supposed to show off? The presets, I could upload it on Craigslist, eBay, but I'm pretty sure a bunch of y'all are not doing that. I'll let you know I'm not doing that. So once I get that down, you know, I feel like I might put like TikTok, Instagram more in the middle, but you know, overall, I think it should be at the top. If I can optimize YouTube, optimize TikTok, and Instagram, those are like viewerships. And like people that might be interested in what I do, send them to either my Stan store, basically Linktree, or if you have a BeatStars or some sort of website like Untitled, if you sell beats, and then you'll show your stuff, and if they like it, they'll buy it. Bada bing, bada boom. And then that's where you get your money down here coming down, right? But I feel like without YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, it'll be pretty hard to try to get people to know about your stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like you can post that. There's literally nowhere else to post, right? But I want you to know, I'm not doing this strictly for money. I actually enjoy making like different kind of things. And I feel like, you know, sticking to one thing is kind of hard for me at least. Mainly because my aesthetic or like the things I like kind of change as I would say I evolve. But I pretty much stay consistent. I just need to figure out how to combine everything into one place, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna keep you guys updated on that. Stay tuned for my videos. If you guys want to check out ways to get money, I have a bunch of videos on that before. Even my older videos, I talked about it. And hopefully this month of May will be looking better. I think pretty sure it will, because you know, the boy got a big brain. But so with that being said, there's no limits to what you can do. Lock in. I'm gonna catch you on the next one.